Welcome to the Original Brew Collective podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ben.
And I'm Robert.
And we are on another episode where we are drinking another beer from a different brewery. So, Robert, what beer are we drinking today?
Yeah, we're actually going to be drinking not only our first review of, but our first beer ever from Martin House Brewing, which is located in Fort Worth, Texas. I actually picked this one up when I was in Texas. I was actually in Austin, Texas. I was recommended a really cool bottle shop that I was able to visit. A few hours after I arrived, I really didn't have much to do. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, and what really drew my attention was that this one comes in a box. So if you're not watching with us on YouTube and you're listening, this is a long, slender, rectangular box. And it is an Imperial Stout, and it is two 12-ounce cans inside. This beer is called, let me just make sure I get it right, it's Kokytus. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. And so Kokytus is a treacherous body of water from Dante's Inferno that surrounds Hades. It's pretty dark artwork on this. We'll open up the box and get the cans out, but on the box itself, it's some pretty dark artwork. It looks like maybe it's animated, maybe anime/comic book style. Looks like a devil. Pretty creepy. So I'll hold it up to the camera. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see this right now.
I'm frightened.
Yeah, but I thought it was really cool that it came in a box and it came in two 12-ounce cans inside.
Yeah,
rather than
I was surprised it was two 12-ounce cans. Because when you sent me a picture of it, I expected there to just be a bottle in it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so one of the reasons, that's pretty cool, and it makes total sense, one of the reasons they did two 12-ounce cans rather than a bottle, these Imperial Stouts usually come in bombers, so 22-ounce bottles. The reason they did two 12-ounce cans is because there's little benefit to bottling your beer. It stores the beer and it's great, but the fact that it's aluminum can, actually helps prevent light from penetrating into the beer container. So in this case, the can versus a bottle. Bottles obviously allow some light. That's why a lot of the beers you'll see in bottles, they're typically a brown bottle. So it helps prevent light from getting in. The light will affect the beer. So it's pretty cool. They did two cans, and benefit to us, actually a win, is that we get 2 extra ounces. Or wait, this is two extra ounces?
Yeah, because if a bomber's 22 ounces.
Yeah, so this is 24 ounces. So yeah, we get 2 extra ounces, which is great for us. So like I said, this is Kokytus, a rye whiskey barrel-aged Imperial Stout with cacao nibs. And this one's coming in at 14.4 ABV. So yeah, this is our first, like I said, from Martin House, and we're very excited about it. So I'm going to start opening this one.
It also does say on the box that this one was barrel aged for 5 months.
Yeah.
In oak barrels.
Yep.
Which is pretty exciting. I'm excited to try this one.
So yeah, the art on the box is what looks like the devil, potentially.
He looks like a devil, yeah.
Yeah, holding a skull.
He's kind of ripped too.
Yeah, I mean the dude's pretty jacked. So obviously he lifts.
Yeah, he lifts. Or does a lot of crunches.
Yeah, he doesn't lift like heavy sets. He does like a lot of reps.
He looks like a runner.
A lot of reps, lower weights to really get that definition. But yeah, I mean it's kind of creepy can art. Like I'm not really vibing with it, but it is kind of cool at the same time.
It's well done.
It's really well done. Looking at the cans, I think it's even creepier.
Oh.
It's another figure, demonic kind of creepy figure, holding a skull again and pointing. There's more information on the can. I don't know if you can see that right now on YouTube if you're watching. I'm trying to hold up the can, but it's a figure with what looks like the real devil face on the back, and then the front is like a weird creepy blue mask. But yeah, so like Ben said, this is 100%, well Ben didn't say this, but Ben said, so this was brewed on February 7th, 2019, so this is really cool. They have a lot of facts on the can. Brewed on February 7th of 2019, brewed with a variety of specialty malts, Columbus hops, and brown sugar, aged for 5 months in fresh rye whiskey barrels with cacao nibs. So that is what Ben said.
I think I said oak barrel.
Okay.
It wasn't that. Anyways.
Damn it, Ben.
I know.
Well, we're now informed. And this is 100% unblended. Original gravity was 6.7, and the IBU is 50. So yeah, we're pretty excited about this one. cool can art, cool box art. It is kind of creepy.
It is, but it's well done.
It's a little disturbing to some maybe, but it is well done. Whoever did the artwork is obviously talented.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, this is our first from Martin House. We're excited to crack this one open.
Yeah.
I mean, since we have 2 cans, this isn't very common. Like we usually have 1 can that we're sharing.
Yeah.
You know. So you want to crack them open at the same
time? So
right.
1, 2, 3, crack.
3, 2, 1, crack.
Okay. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Perfect.
We've done that once before.
That was better
was
than
that?
last time.
That was better.
We did that with extra vanilla milkshake IPA.
Very,
Tired Hands.
very good beer.
Omnipolo.
Yeah, Tired Hands. That's amazing. All right, not a whole lot of head on this one. Fizzled out pretty fast.
I was trying to pour it hard at the end to get some more, but
I was as well. Not a whole lot of head on this one.
But I mean, for a stout,
that's not super uncommon.
So the color on this one, it's not necessarily. It's very dark, but I would say a very, very, very dark brown.
Yeah, I was gonna say a really rich brown.
Yeah, because it's not completely black, but it is very dark. But I can see the brown. It might be because the head too at the top didn't show up.
Yeah.
But dark. I see dark brown.
Yeah, and we're drinking these as we usually do. We're drinking these both out of Tekus. I'm trying to swirl it around in the glass. It doesn't. I suspect it's not gonna have the heaviest mouthfeel. I'm swirling it around. It doesn't seem to be coating the glass too much. It is a little harder to try to do it though because we do have 12 ounces in this Tekus. The Tekus, both our Tekus,
yeah, we can't just
are pretty full, so we can't like kind of go wild and swirl it around.
Yeah,
I'm trying to like gently lace.
There's some lacing, but
it's very pretty mild. Let's see what we get on the nose.
Yeah.
The smell, I love the notes of this one. And a lot of, I mean, I could smell the whiskey barrels.
Yeah, this one definitely does smell boozy.
It smells boozy. I get a lot of the whiskey barrels and some cacao, some of the chocolate.
Yeah.
On the nose. But a lot of the barrel and like the whiskey booziness.
I can kind of get the brown sugar too that Insane was brewed with as well.
Yeah.
On there. Yeah, cacao, whiskey.
I really
barrels.
like the smell on this one.
I do too.
You want to take a sip?
Yeah, let's do it.
Taste. That is a heavier mouthfeel than I expected.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It really lingers. The flavor really lingers on it.
Seems a little carbonated for a stout.
Yeah.
Actually.
There's some carbonation on there.
Yeah. It seems a little more carbonated than normal for a stout, which I'm not complaining about. It's very good. It's just a little more than I feel like I would have expected or that I'm used to. I really, really like the flavor on this one.
I do too. So for the flavor, like, because on the aroma I was getting like the cacao nibs. I feel like it tastes to me from like the flavor of the cacao nibs. It's like a dark cacao nib.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like a really dark, rich chocolate.
Yeah, dark chocolate.
A nice kind of like, I don't want to say bitter, but it just tastes like a nice dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's a dark chocolate, and then like I get the booziness on it from from the whiskey barrels.
The barrels.
Yeah.
What was it? 5 months?
5 months. Yeah.
I mean, from beers, just speaking from experience from beers that we've had that have been aged in whiskey barrels for longer than this, the fact that it was aged in the barrels for 5 months, I mean, they really captured the flavor really well. I mean, it does say specifically on this can, aged 5 months in fresh rye whiskey barrel, so fresh.
Yeah.
So maybe like, I mean, that kind of maybe speaks to it a little bit. The fact that it was like they were like freshly just emptied out. So that definitely could play a factor. But I almost, on the back end, I'm getting a decent amount of burn. It's almost like I had just taken a sip of whiskey.
Okay.
For that burn.
Yeah.
And it's not, and I do really like whiskey. So I like it. But there's a lot of burn. And it's just lingering right now.
I mean, but just to like, it is 14.4% too. So, yeah, it's not surprising that there's...
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
So up front, You get a lot of cacao.
There is a lot of flavor throughout, though.
There is.
It really lingers a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So up front, I'm getting just right away like cacao, and then it finishes off, and you get notes of the barrel and like a lot of whiskey, and then it finishes. And it lingers. The burn, a little bit of burn. Mm-hmm. A nice burn, though. Like a good whiskey burn.
Yeah.
And just those whiskey notes are just like lingering on my tongue right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, I took my last sip like 15 seconds ago or more. Mm-hmm. And it's just
I still like
hanging out.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just hanging out in my mouth and it's good.
Yeah.
I like this beer a lot.
Yeah,
already.
For sure.
I'm really impressed. And this is the first time that I wasn't, and my apologies if they're pretty popular, but this is my first I'd ever heard of Martin House when I saw this.
I've never.
When I went into the bottle shop, I asked the beer tender. I told him I'm from out of town, and I wanted some good recommendations. And he's like, "All right, well, what do you like?" And I told him. We talked for a little bit, and he's just giving me some. So what did you say? That I liked?
Yeah. I feel like it's such a wide variety.
I mean, yeah, but you can't. Yeah.
So what did you say?
I could tell him I didn't tell him this, but I could have told him I like all varieties of beer, but that would make it too broad. I appreciate on the lighter spectrum, which is not typically what we do drink. I love a really good Pilsner, especially I'm into dry hopped Pilsners.
But you for sure have your preferences, right?
Yeah, I do. And I feel, so I told him, I think I'm really into stouts, barrel aged or Imperial. Really like IPAs. In particular, I've been moving a little bit away from West Coast, although I did have a really good West Coast last night. I do appreciate a really solid crisp West Coast IPA, but typically New England style, hazy, and then I said a really good sour. I'm indifferent. I really do love the depth of barrel aged sours, but I've had some killer kettle sours. So I told him that, for lack of a better term, I felt like a basic person saying I like the stouts, the IPA, New England, the hazy beers, and the sours, because that's it is kind of what's trending right now. Yeah. So there's no shame in liking those. They're trending for a reason because they're really good. But like I said, I do love a good Pilsner. I mean, even had some Mexican lagers that are really good. Classic beers, but
I was just wondering what you'd say because I knew your answer would.
Well, you know what kind of beers I like.
I know,
We drink a lot of the same
for
beers.
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad he recommended.
I feel like the better question would be what don't you like?
That's true.
Yeah, you don't have to answer that.
Well, I could list off some breweries.
No, let's not talk about that.
I was going to say Blue Moon, Shock Top, Bud Light. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, this is a really good beer.
It's solid. I really like it a lot.
Yeah. So, did we go over the fun fact yet?
We did. So I have a fun fact. So we've been doing this in our previous, more of a recent thing. We're doing a fun fact before we get into what we're brewery talk, what we're talking about, and we're just keeping it on theme with Texas. This is just a ridiculous fun fact, but apparently, which I actually don't watch it. I have before, but my wife...
Your wife does.
My wife watches it. The Bachelor, Bachelorette, and all of that franchise. But apparently, Chris Harrison, if you have ever seen Bachelor, he's the guy that always comes out.
He's the host.
He's the host of The Bachelor, but he has a brewery. And he has a brewery in Dallas, Texas called Steam Theory Brewing. And apparently they will be they do showings of The Bachelor there, and I guess it's crazy busy when they do that, and he goes to it when they do the showings of it.
Oh yeah, he goes.
Yeah,
people show up.
He's there when he has downtime. Apparently he's there a lot.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
I bet that draws quite the crowd.
Yeah, so he you're watching it with the host of the show.
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
And so Steam Theory Brewing is in Dallas, Texas, and who knows how the beer is? I don't know.
I don't know what to expect from it, to be honest. But
it is.
If you're in Dallas, Texas, why not?
Yeah.
Might as well check it out.
Yeah.
He is kind of a celebrity, right?
No, he is, for sure. He said he's... my wife was listening to some podcast that we were driving. She was listening to it, so I was listening to it as well. And he was saying, he's always wanted to, open up a brewery. And he opened it up in Texas because he's from Texas.
Okay, cool.
And I thought that was I don't know.
I mean, that's really cool.
It is cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've never been to Dallas. I've only been to Austin a couple times, but I'd love to go to Dallas. And if I go to Dallas, I will check out.
Yeah, I mean, I would go.
Yeah,
for sure.
that'd be really cool. So, thanks for that fun fact, man.
There you go, dude.
Yeah. So for today's brewery talk, we're gonna do pub trivia once again. We're kind of adapting a new format for it where we don't like to answer the questions right away. So I'm gonna be asking Ben these questions this time around. Yeah. And he's going to type his answers into his phone, and that way everyone who's listening will be able to come up with their own answers and not know right away what the actual answer is.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we'll go over the answers.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Dude, I just smelled this again, and it just smells so good.
I mean, I'm
the
really
cacao nibs on it is really
I'm really happy with this beer. It's
a solid stout.
I wish I remember the name of the beer tender that recommended this one.
Shout out to that beer tender, whoever you are. You were really memorable to Robert.
I was actually trying to think. It's like, what did he look like? Do I remember anything about this guy? Nah.
You remember he was a guy? There you go.
I mean, yeah, he was a guy, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, Ben and listeners, y'all ready for question 1?
Yes, please. Did you already say to play along?
Please play. I mean, I didn't say play along.
Please play along. It's super fun.
Yeah, and you know what? Since this is a Texas beer, and they say it on the box, made in Texas by Texans.
That's awesome.
We can't say you guys or anything like that. It has to be y'all.
Okay.
So I don't know how often
play along, y'all.
That, but play along, y'all. All right. Question number 1 of pub trivia: what is the most popular breed of dog in the U.S.?
Okay, I got it.
Wow, that was quick.
I just need to I'm just going first.
That was good. Did y'all get your answer? All right, question number 2, y'all. A phlebotomist extracts what from the human body?
A lobotomist?
A phlebotomist.
Oh, gotcha.
A phlebotomist extracts what from the human body?
I actually do have it.
Someone's cocky.
Whatever. Dang, the first one I actually have 2 answers for, because I'm unsure. But anyways.
Who is the voice of Woody in Toy Story?
Ooh.
I felt like this was one of the giveaways.
Yeah, I know, but I always get confused between Woody and Buzz, who's who. I know both of them.
I couldn't tell you the name of the actor who does. I know what he looks like, but I couldn't tell you the name of the actor who does Buzz.
Really?
I don't know his name.
There's the 2 main ones.
I know what he looks like. I know who he is, but I don't know his name. Buzz.
Okay, then. I feel like I got this right then.
I shouldn't have said that. Anyways. Damn it. All right.
I mean, I already had it written
All right, so question 3 was, once again, who is the voice of Woody in Toy Story?
Gosh, this is so fun.
Now we're
having so much fun.
Okay. Now we're going to question 4, y'all. What is the name of the body of water between Texas and Florida? A little bit of a theme here with Texas, y'all. Once again, am I overdoing it? Never.
You're never overdoing that.
What is the name of the... Oh, wait, no. Sorry. What is the name of the body of water between Texas and Florida? Fun fact, I visited this body of water, I believe, once when I was a little kid.
Dude, dang, I don't know. I'm going to get a repeat on that one.
Okay.
No, later.
Yeah, no.
Can we go to question 5?
Yeah. All right, well, we will be going back to question 4.
I don't want to do that one right now.
Later on. So question number 5. What is the name of the only mammal with the ability to fly?
Whoa.
Yes, I think this is probably the hardest one, in my opinion.
A mammal with the ability to fly?
What is the name of the only mammal with the ability to fly?
I feel like I might sound an idiot with some of my answers.
I wouldn't know this. I think this is would be a good guess. You could guess this maybe, but I wouldn't know this.
Okay.
Right off the bat. You ready?
I feel like my answer is very wrong, but let's go to the next one.
You never know. All right, question number 6. What is the square root of 81? Making y'all do math.
I got it.
Okay. Smarty pants. All right, question number 7. And by the way, I don't think I said this or prefaced this, but we're only doing 8 questions. So 2 questions left. And question number 7. What is the only state with a 1-syllable name? I mean, just work through your, if you're listening or watching, just work through your states, say their names, and figure, I mean, you can figure this one out.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Wow, cocky.
I got it with no issues.
All right, final question.
Hopefully.
We'll go back to question 4.
You said 1 syllable, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
1 syllable.
Right.
So we'll go back to question 4. Ben doesn't want to repeat on that one. So the final question now. I'm sorry, everyone out there. I'm sorry, y'all, who are listening, because most of you won't know this. Where was I born? And so let's be more clear. What city was I born in? And this, just to be clear, this pub trivia was put together by my wife. I think maybe our wives, because they were hanging out when my wife put it together. So they might have both put it together. But that's why that random personal question came in at the end.
I got it.
Yeah, you should get it, I hope.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so we're going back to question 4, and then we're going to go over the answers real fast. So question number 4, once again. What is the name of the body of water between Texas and Florida? Okay. There's this.
No, okay. No, just say, there's like been this spider, and it started like over on the other side of the room, and now it's over here.
For those who aren't watching and didn't see Ben randomly just kind of point off and look at me distracted, there is a spider.
I mean, it moved a lot.
We named him Harold.
Yeah, Harold.
Before we started filming, there was a spider hanging.
What
from
is
the
this
ceiling.
web?
I don't know. So there's a guy named Harold. He's a spider.
Yeah. I mean, is that not crazy that he's all the way over here?
That's cool. I thought he might go in front of the camera.
Because he was all the way over here.
Okay. Let me explain. Harold, the spider, was hanging out when we first started filming. We left him be. He was hanging out to, when we're looking at the camera, to the right of the camera, and he kept like dropping like an inch, spinning in a wild circle, because he would just drop, spinning in like a wild circle from like an inch long web, and then just go back up. And so I thought, okay, this dude's tripping. Like,
Yeah.
he's just like,
He was being weird.
he's just out of his mind, having a joyride on his web. And then, as we've been filming, he moved his way across the entire ceiling, is now on our left side of the camera, and is dropping all the way down a little bit past the camera, and just kind of hanging, dangling for minutes at a time, then goes back up. So if he lands on the camera, I don't know, I guess that's what happens. But he might potentially, he's moving towards the camera, so he might come down in front of it. So maybe you'll see him.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so
The body of water.
Yeah, so
I know the question.
I'll repeat it one more time. So the question number 4, we've gone through all 8 questions. The number 4 is the repeat for Ben. What is the name of the body of water between Texas and Florida?
Dude, I just like don't know. I really don't know, but I'm just gonna write it. There's no way I'm gonna get that one, but I have my answer.
All right.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
But number 1, I put 2.
You gotta pick which one now.
Okay,
All
I'll
right.
pick it.
And okay.
I got it.
All right. So we're gonna go through the answers now. So hopefully y'all have your answers. Okay. Number 1. What is the most popular breed of dog in the U.S.? The answer is.
Oh, I can't see what I.
You can say, and then I'll say the real answer.
Okay, my guess was Labrador.
The answer.
Crap.
The answer is Labrador Retriever.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah, you got it.
Look what I wrote: Labrador or Retriever.
Ooh, he didn't put it. He's making that up.
Whatever.
No, he put that.
I put Labrador or Retriever. That's funny.
Once again, a show off. All right, everyone. Question number 2. A phlebotomist. Okay, so I'm reading that right.
You are.
My wife put an extra S. A phlebotomist extracts what from the human body? What did you put, Ben?
A phlebotomist extracts blood from the human body.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct.
Yep.
A phlebotomist extracts blood from the human body. Question number 3. Who is the voice of Woody in Toy Story?
The voice of Woody in Toy Story, I believe, is Tom Hanks.
Correct.
and Buzz Lightyear is Tim Allen. Then, from Tool.
I think you're right. Actually,
I'm for sure.
No.
I'm 100%. Tim Allen.
I think you're
does
right.
Tool
No,
Time.
okay. There's another actor who does like maybe Buzz.
No.
Yeah.
It's Tim Allen.
No, I'm gonna have to look this up. No, you're right. You are right. I
But
think.
Buzz for what?
Maybe like an animated like series they started out.
Oh, maybe.
Toy Story.
Okay.
There's this one actor who does Buzz Lightyear's voice that I swear was, and I know he has like this. He might do like Kronk's voice in the Disney movie.
Oh, that's the guy. Oh,
he's like a big chin. Like,
I know who you're
huge
talking
TikTok.
about.
I swear he
Can't think
did
of his name.
like in like a separate series.
Oh, really?
Maybe I'm wrong. You know, it is Tim Allen for sure.
Kronk's voice is very distinct.
You're right.
From
You know what? I think I was kind of crazy. I think it is Tim Allen. I know Tim Allen was in Toy Story, right?
Yeah.
All right. So even well, okay. So the answer for question 3: who is the voice of Woody for Toy Story? Was Tom Hanks. So question number 4: what is the name of the body of water between Texas and Florida?
I mean, I'm just gonna sound stupid.
Maybe, probably, but what is it?
I said Mississippi River.
That is your first wrong answer.
Okay, what is it?
It is the Gulf of Mexico.
Dude, I thought that.
Because and
dang
I
it!
understand
Why didn't
why you
I
thought
write
but
that?
like think of Texas and then because those are both like they both travel into
Yeah, no,
water.
that's like what I was gonna write, but I thought like that was between Mexico and Texas rather than Texas and Florida.
Yeah, I mean think of how
Dang
that
it.
the
I should've
entire
done
U.S. is
that.
outlined, and then you have those branching
Yeah.
off into the ocean.
Yeah.
They have the Gulf. Yeah,
I really thought that, but I didn't want to sound dumb.
But
you know what? I need to
and
not
then you end up
care.
sounding dumb. It sounds
Yeah.
Mississippi River.
No one probably believes me that I thought it was Gulf of Mexico.
I believe you.
Thank you, dude.
All right, question number 5.
Yeah,
so
that's
Ben,
fine, too.
you got every single one right so far, right?
No, I mean,
Besides Gulf of Mexico,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So you're 3 for 4. Question number 5. What is the name of the only mammal with the ability to fly?
I said spider monkey.
Damn. Okay, those don't fly.
Okay, I don't think I'm right. What is it?
So you put something completely wrong. It is a bat.
Oh!
Something that can fly.
Nice.
Okay, well
That's cool.
Spider monkey.
Yeah, duh. I should have known that. What about a flying squirrel? I was gonna write that.
Those don't actually fly, they glide.
Yeah. Spider monkeys don't do anything in the air, do they?
Nope.
Except jump from tree to tree. I don't know. I don't know.
I still respect you.
Thank
the
you.
listeners might not, but I do.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right, question. Oh, so that is 5.
Yeah, I'm 3
And
for 5.
You're 3 for 5. All right. Question number 6. What is the square root of 81?
Square root of 81 is 9.
Ding, ding, ding. That is right. All right. So you are now what? Out of 6 questions.
4 for 6.
4 for 6. All right. Question number 7. What is the only state with one syllable name? With a one syllable name.
That would be Maine.
That is correct. So hopefully, if you were working through your states verbally,
Yeah.
trying to figure it out, you thought of Maine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maine isn't one of like the first states that comes to mind for me, especially with us.
The
on the West
only
Coast,
reason that it came to mind right away is because our last episode, was it Bristol Brothers? From
Bissell Brothers, yeah.
Bissell Brothers. They did a collaboration with Other Half, and they're from Portland, Maine.
They are from Portland, Maine.
And so we had to find that out and
Yeah.
everything, and so
Yeah, if you haven't listened
was
to the last
fresh in my
episode, go
mind.
listen to it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good beer. All right. Final question. Number 8. Where was I born? And more clearly, what city was I born in?
Okay, so I feel like listeners might actually know this because I feel like you might have.
I've
said
never
it.
mentioned.
You
I've never
haven't?
mentioned. I know what you're thinking. I haven't. I don't. I think I.
I feel
maybe
like you
have.
might-
I
may
might
have.
Yeah.
But the city is San Jose
And why do you think I may have alluded to that or said that?
because Robert is a huge fan of the Sharks.
Yeah.
Is that why
Yeah.
you would have said it?
Yeah.
San
Yeah.
Jose Sharks.
I thought you were like confused if their name was the Sharks.
No. I was just trying to I didn't want to be wrong because you were so confident that
It's
I
the
was.
San Jose. I love hockey.
But
I
I wrote.
love the San Jose Sharks. I
I
grew up
wrote.
with them.
I wrote more to my answer. I said San Jose, at your home.
Oh, actually, bonus point.
Yeah, dude.
Fun fact. I know we gave you one in advance to the brewery talk, but fun fact: I was born at home.
Yep.
Intentionally, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
My parents
That's not-
decided. I mean, not everyone's born at
No,
home.
that's true.
My parents chose. I was the
It was
third
home birth.
child of 3. So yeah, I was the final child, and they decided they wanted a home birth.
Mm-hmm.
So I was born at home in the house I grew up in for the first 10 years of my life, I think, and then moved up to the Sacramento area. And thank God, because the incredible beer scene.
It's insane.
Oh, what a blessing. But yeah, so San Jose, big San Jose Sharks fan. Even like my parents obviously are huge Sharks fans, and then even my grandma doesn't like to miss a game.
Yeah.
And we love
I feel
the
like
Sharks.
you've mentioned that you're from San Jose at some point. But
I probably have. I may have done the shout out about the Sharks before.
Yeah.
So what did you get, Ben? Out of 8 questions, I
missed 2. So 6 out of 8.
That's not bad. 6 out of 8 is not bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd like to give you a little more credit because you had a bonus answer. You said at home. I was going to say at home. So let's give you 7. What did you say? 6 out of 8 initially? Mm-hmm. So let's give you 7 out of 8.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, congrats, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that was good. You did pretty well. Honestly, I would have struggled more, I thought. When I first initially read those questions, I was like,
I'm very disappointed that I didn't say Gulf of Mexico because that was on.
I think I would have gotten that one, but the one I knew, like right off the bat, I would not have gotten that as the mammal.
No, that one was hard.
That was a hard one.
Yeah, you really got to think about like the whole animal kingdom out there.
I'm gonna make a tangent here. Bats, Batman, The Dark Knight, dark beer.
Ooh.
So this dark beer, very good. Once again,
that tangent was very quick.
Thanks, man. Once again, we're drinking Kokytus. Which is a rye whiskey barrel aged Imperial Stout with cacao nibs from Martin House Brewing, 14.4 ABV. We officially love Martin House.
Yeah, I would say a while ago, I was drinking a lot of whiskey, quite a while. I mean, it was probably like 2 or 3.
I think we talked about it last episode that you previously.
Oh yeah, the distillery.
A couple episodes or last episode, you lived in Washington State and lived near a distillery.
Yeah, so I was drinking quite a bit of whiskey. I mean, it was because when I moved away, Robert was going. It doesn't matter. Like people were going to craft beer.
Say it. When Ben moved away, I got cool and I got cooler than Ben.
My friend group started going to a lot of craft beers,
breweries. Yeah.
But I was drinking a lot of whiskey.
Yeah.
In Washington, and but this is such a good mix of the two of really craft beer and whiskey, and I know that there's a lot of people who enjoy good whiskey and also enjoy craft beer, and this beer does like you just said, a great blend of it. It's it's delicious.
They absolutely captured the whiskey notes, and I'm assuming it's because they did it fresh, with the fresh rye whiskey barrels, because there's so much complexity to this beer with the cacao nibs and the barrel characters and just the whiskey. Like I said, the aftertaste that just lingers is I just took a sip of whiskey. But I'm drinking a stout.
Yeah, up front it's a stout.
Yeah.
Back in it's
whiskey. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know if I've ever have or
it's very
it's been a while that I've had a beer that was this much whiskey.
Yeah.
On the palate.
Yeah.
This is a really good beer.
It's very complex with great flavors and
absolutely
throughout, up front and on the back end. It's crazy.
So we're for sure going to be trying to get more from Martin House. Incredible brewery. Go follow them on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever they're on. Go give them a follow. Thank you for joining us. If you want to give us a follow, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we have a few different channels that we're on right now, social media channels. So we're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So if you want to give us a follow on Instagram or Facebook, we're at Original Brew Collective on those channels. And then Twitter, we're actually, what is it, Ben?
It's at Brew Original.
At Brew Original, yeah. And then we also have our personal Instagrams.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm at Robert_OBC, and then Ben is at Benjamin_OBC. So we'd appreciate that. Give us a follow. We do a lot of the same beers or similar beers for the most part. It does vary. But it's always different pictures, so we don't post the same photos ever.
Yeah.
Give us a follow. We'd really appreciate that. And then also, if you're listening on whatever podcast streaming platform, rate us, subscribe, follow. That'd be awesome. We really do appreciate that. And then if you're watching on YouTube, rate us. Is it subscribe?
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube. And then leave comments. We do have people who leave comments, and we will always respond.
Yeah,
and same with social media. If you reach out to us, we will respond.
And it'd be awesome too if you have different beers that you want us to try. Let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. So we have been closing out every episode with a cheers.
Yes, we have.
Ben,
you know what?
Who are we cheersing to?
Going back to our fun fact of this episode. I would just like to cheers.
Well, yeah. First of all, we're cheersing to everyone who takes the time to listen and hang out with us. Cheers to you. But Ben, who's the shout out? Cheers.
Specifically, we are choosing to Chris Harrison.
Thank you, Chris Harrison,
for your brewery, Steam Theory Brewing in Dallas, Texas. But Cheers to you, Chris Harrison.
And cheers to Chris Harrison and the Bachelor Nation.
To the Bachelor Nation.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah,
I do
thank you.
appreciate it. And like Ben said, cheers to you, Chris Harrison and the Bachelor Nation. Cheers.
Cheers.